Hi everyone, welcome to my booktube channel. I'm Celeste. Um, for this video, I want to film my 2017 book resolutions or goals, and I thought I'd also include a couple of goals for just booktube in general. So I want to start off by saying that my reading goal this year is to read 50 books. For 2016, my goal was to read 50 books, and I only read 46. But I was in a new position at work, so I was teaching different grade levels, so that took some of my time. And I also was finishing up grad school, so there was a lot of not fun necessarily reading that I had to do and research that I had to do that would take away from the time that I would have to read something. The next thing that I want to do this year is to keep going with audiobooks. I recently started using my Audible account, and I had a lot of trouble because as a teacher or a mother or whatever, I couldn't focus on hearing it. I'm used to dealing with reading in other ways, and I felt like it was a way to read that I need to hone that skill. I need to work on that. It's one of my weaknesses. So, my goal, my resolution for this year is to complete at least one audiobook a month. If I get through more than one audiobook a month, that's great, but at least one a month. And so that should be at least 12 of the 50. The next item that I have on my 2017 book resolutions is to tackle a long, intimidating book that I have already on my bookshelves. And I have several to choose from, and I was thinking about talking about them, and I decided that maybe I should just film another video one day where I actually show some of the ones that are on my mind when I think about that. When I say intimidating, I'm really talking about long books. And something that happens, and this might be common to other people, you can tell me in the comments, is that when I set a goal to read a certain amount of books in the year, then I'm more apt to not read longer books because it takes me longer sometimes to read longer books. That's not always the case. There are some books like Illuminae and Gemina that are really long, but because they're the mixed media, I go through them really fast, and I also really like them. But I'm talking about, like, you can see it behind me, Infinite Jest is right here. Also have a copy of Moby Dick right here. Like, those are some long, intimidating books that are on my shelf that I was thinking that I might read. So I'll do another video where I talk about possible options that I already have. Another thing on my book resolutions list is to actually read all of the book club selections. I'm a part of a local book club. It's a small book club, and we made it through last year, so that was great. But there were a few selections last year that I didn't actually read. And so I would show up to the book club and I would say, I didn't really finish the book, or I didn't read the book. And there were a couple times where I didn't go to the meeting because I didn't read the book and I was embarrassed. So one of my resolutions for this year is to actually read all these books so that I can go to my book club and have fun with bookish people. If you are not part of, now I'm not saying that BookTube is lacking. BookTube is great. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think it was great. But if you have the opportunity to be a part of a group with, like, in real life with actual people, join it, get in one, because it's fun to talk to people. And sometimes what happens is we talk about a topic in a book, and then we talk about other book titles that are interesting to us, and then I find out about books that I otherwise wouldn't have heard about. And then also we talk about other things, and sometimes it's therapeutic to just talk about things with people. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That was number 4. My 5th resolution for 2017, bookish resolution, is to try not to buy more books. I have hundreds of unread books in this house. I don't know, I don't know if it's a bad thing necessarily because I'm buying quality titles and I'm getting good prices and I buy books for my children, so I don't feel guilty. But what bothers me is that there are so many of them accumulating on my shelves that my shelves are more to be read shelves than actually read shelves. And so I want to read books that I already have. So I'm going to try not to buy books. Now, that doesn't count book club selections. So if the book club selects a book and I don't have it, I'm going to have to get it. Also, there are some new releases that I'm going to buy that either I've already pre-ordered or I'm going to buy them. That would include the third book in V.E. Schwab's Shades of Magic. That would also be the next book in Sarah J. Maas's A Court of Mist and Fury trilogy. I'm losing my train of thought. So there are some books like that that I'm definitely going to buy, but for the most part, I need to stay off Book Outlet for a while. Because you've seen a few hauls, and I had that one haul where I had 34 books. That's nothing. There's so many books that I just didn't haul because in that space where I wasn't making YouTube videos, I was still buying books and they were accumulating and they didn't get hauled, but they're here in this house. And so maybe it'll be a nice little surprise when I do TBRs. For my channel, my bookish resolutions are just to keep working on improving my quality, keep working on getting more comfortable in front of the camera, keep posting videos. I fell off the face of the earth and quit posting for a while, and I don't want to do that. And I want to make more connections in the booktube community, so there's that. So I'm going to try to increase my presence on YouTube. So, and really just grow the channel just in general. You know, it's still a new channel, so you know, you just got to go through that period of the beginning. And so here I am in the beginning. That's about it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you want to, please subscribe and like this video if you like what I have to say or you have similar resolutions. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or you want to make suggestions or you know about things that I plan on reading. If you're excited about some of the books that I mentioned. And I guess I will talk to you guys another time. Bye.